G'day guys, Chewy here and welcome back to some more coverage of Warlords of Draenor, where today we're going to jump into some more arena action with the Warrior. More specifically, we're going to be doing some threes action, so it's probably been a good decent week since I've uploaded some content, and I do apologise for that, but I've had some uni I needed to take care of. But more importantly right now, I've got some more content to show you guys, so I have been playing a little bit casually, probably not as hard as I have been over the last week, but I thought I'll just jump straight into a bit of threes action with the Warrior and just show you how he runs. So the competition that we're up against first up is a Priest, Shaman and a Feral. So they all have the ability to off-heal, and obviously the healer is the main heal there with the Priest. So this is kind of a painful group. In terms of a strategy, I think in this one we pretty much said let's just go all out in the Priest because we're pretty confident with a DK and a Warrior. We're going to have some pretty significant melee burst. And our hope is to keep a good amount of stun on the Shaman, so at least you're not going to have, you know, two of them doing emergency heals. So let's have a look at this opener here. It really is it. So I went for the dive in, and I got stunned straight up, but I did manage to land the Stormbolt. You can see that just nailed him. I went straight in for a quick Blade Storm, and I did pop my regeneration cooldown. The reason for that is it looks like they started to burst me, and man, look, you can just see, look at that strong opener there, and the Execute sneaking in there managed to kill him, and we just nailed that Priest in like, what, less than a minute. I mean, that if you get to this in a threes and you have a really good open like that and you nail a Priest so fast, chances are you got it in the bag, especially in a moment like this. I mean, it's pretty much over. I don't know why, but it appears I targeted the Fire Elemental there for a while. You can see I just figured out what I was doing and I tapped out of it, but I've got a funny feeling these guys here aren't going to last the voyage, so it looks like we're about to take the Shaman down. The Shaman's almost at critical. Here it is, and the Execute, and it's down, guys. Bam, first one down, let's jump into another. Alright guys, for our next competition we have a Combat Rogue, a Frost Mage and a Resto Druid. So obviously a bit more about the competition I'm running with here is obviously we're doing our own Resto Druid and we're doing a DK Warrior combo, so it's pretty good, very aggressive combo what we have here. And the beauty about having a Warrior, I do love my Shattering Throw, so realistically, I think we should just eat the Mage, and I think that's what I was talking about there. I was trying to say, let's eat the Mage, because the hope is the Mage uses his freeze ability, and they ignore me and don't interrupt me doing the Shattering Throw. And then I just said, once we've done that, we'll try to pummel down the rest. So it really doesn't matter. Once you nail that second DPS, or at least one of those three down, it is quite a significant advantage. Of course, it's a little bit different when you're coming up against a triple DPS. You know, they're not as common, but you could come up against them. And I have had my butt whooped by a triple DPS. But let's see how this match goes here. So I guess the key for this is we need to reveal the Mage. We don't want to be wasting our Stormbolt, so whoever does get revealed, we probably just want to run in there and do a couple of, you know, bloodthirsty attacks type thing, and not really waste any massive cooldowns, because, I mean, one thing I have noticed, I could go in there with defensive stance too if I was concerned, but that was a really good jump. You can see I'm just trying to click on the Mage there. We're going with a charge and a Stormbolt. The Mage unfortunately did pop out of it. We just got Cyclone. We popped our Trinket just so we can charge into the Mage, pop into our Blade Storm, and of course cast our regeneration ability. A little combo I like to use. Probably not necessary in that breakup, but sometimes I cast it just in case I get some severe damage taken onto me while I'm Blade Storming. So here you can see we're trying to pummel down that Mage and trying to sneak in some interrupts. We have a procced, oh man, there it was, boom, he's dead. You can just see, I mean, you can even see down there in the DPS meter that the DPS I pulled off during that fight was just insane. I mean, I think the Mage even just slipped a key to get to it. Pretty much at this point, guys, that was just a really good opener, which, and now the Druid's down, and that's game. Brilliant, guys. Just loving the Warrior. What a great class. It really is, oh man, loving it. Let's jump into another and see what else we can do in this threes video coverage. And for our next match, we're versing a Resto Druid Hunter and an Arm. So this is the Jungle Cleave, I think that's what they call it. I mean, they've got all these weird names, right, for comps, but what it comes down to is we're versing a Warrior and a Hunter with a Resto Druid, right? And they get these fancy names for it. But I think that's a Jungle Cleave, if I'm not mistaken. Regardless of the fact, we're gonna go in there, and I think for something like this is obviously the Hunter has a lot of deterrence, so we can either rush the Druid, or we can try CC him and then go for the next easiest target, which would be the Warrior. So you can see there I'm just talking amongst the team. And you probably noticed as well, this is a new team. I did change a couple of threes matches on the journey there. I find it hard sometimes to keep a threes team together if you don't know them, because I don't know these guys, but we ended up doing not too bad anyway. So we're going for a bit of a Shadow Cleave group, I think it's called, where it's basically a warrior lock, and obviously we've got our priest there as well. So you can see I'm trying to line up the warrior, because I know that, well, that was probably a really big waste. I probably should have stayed on the mount there. But what I'm trying to do is reveal that Druid. So I did throw a Stormbolt on the Hunter, and that was just to give a little pressure off my Warlock, because you can see they're pummeling him hard. You can see now, there we go, so the Druid's popped out. He's over there to the right. I'll just wait for my reaction time. So here I just thought, oh, I might be able to sneak in a kill here, but nope, the Druid's on him pretty hard. So at this point I probably should be really changing to the Druid, and Stormbolt. Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Intimidating shout, probably a little bit unnecessary, but that was a good charge, a very good charge. An interrupt, or a Stormbolt I did instead of an interrupt there, which is just as good. You can see we're putting some significant pressure onto the Druid now. We've popped all our major cooldowns, and we're just going for that significant burst. We're able to get some really good wild strikes off there. Just waiting for that. There it is, the crit, the proc for the execute, which just got nailed off on him, and you can see we're just trying to pummel him down there and really just keep that pressure. But you know that he is a resto Druid, they can heal up quite fast, and you can just see I'm really trying to channel everything I've got onto this resto Druid, because he's not really trying to escape. So there's his escape there. A really good jump would save me here. I did get rooted by the other warrior, and this is actually a really beautiful spin opportunity, and you can see I took it. And we're coming in to keep the damage. Ooh, beautiful. And our priest just buffed us with the speed buff. So we're able to chase him down and finish him off with a Blade Storm. Oh, guys, that is just brilliant. That is why you want a priest on your team when you Blade Storm. And you can see now at this point, it looks like their warrior went AFK. So you may as well just switch over and drop down the Hunter, because this is game, guys. This is game. You can see he's just trying to last out the match there. Hat off to your Hunter, but a really, really good start. I probably could have got a bit sooner on the Druid, I believe. I got a little bit too focused on the warrior there when I should have just jumped and charged that Druid a little while ago. But all in all, not too bad, guys. We won the match. We nailed them down, and we were able to keep that consistent pressure up with the healer and take down this threes arena match. Let's check out what's coming up next for our next round in this 3 series. And lastly, guys, let's jump into one more with the Shadow Cleave team. So we're versing a Hunter, Rogue, and Discipline Priest. Right, so they're all stealth but the Priest. So I think in this one I would have went for the Priest, or tried to channel the Priest down. You're really not going to go for the Hunter. He's got Deterrence, you know, and the Rogue has his ability to Shadow Step. Some other abilities that allow him to go immune, and he's just too jumpy. It's probably a bit more viable in this sort of competition to either pummel down that Priest. Of course, it could also go wrong if the Priest survives and gets away. We're going to have a really nasty-ass Rogue and Hunter smashing us down. So the good thing for us is they're both stealth, so we've got an opportunity to get a good opener on the Priest, providing that the Rogue doesn't stealth him, of course. So let's see how it turns out. Not too bad. I think we've got it pretty reasonable in the bag here. It really just comes down to the opener. So let's see what we get here. Okay, so the Hunter waited till the last minute. You can see that awesome little leap in there has just revealed the Hunter before he could disappear off. I'm just doing some basic attacks here at the Hunter. Well, there you go, the Priest is in the distance, so I'm trying to get a hold of the Priest and really just try to nail him down. So the main objective with this is, by hammering the Priest, you know, it pretty much forces his DPS to stop trying to hammer down my own healer and come after me. You can see we've got a little bit of distance breaking there between the Priest and the group, so we're just trying to sneak back in there and keep that pressure. We've got a really good charge. We've got some procs there and some wild strikes, and also we're just coming really close. Can we have a proc for the execute? Looking good. A good Stormbolt. Oh no, there goes the process. So we just popped our trinket to keep that pressure up. We're smashing him down. He's getting really close. He's near execute stage. Here it is, guys. He's low health. A really good lineup and an execute, and it's... Oh, no way. No way. Oh, beautiful. I think that would have been the Warlock dots that killed him in the end. But we nailed him. We hammered him down, which pretty much leaves the team open for us. And here's another beautiful victory. And I just want to say, guys, thanks for hanging in there and waiting out for this release of the series again. I'm still having a lot of fun playing the warrior, even more fun in the 3s. Here comes a lovely execute and you're dead. And I'm just really enjoying it. I'm quite enjoying the comp, and I think I'm going to do a little bit more 3s coverage because it's a little bit more action-packed, and you know, it's quite challenging, I guess. It really is quite challenging. And maybe we can bump into some like 3 Paladin class games or something to make it very interesting. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching.